until after they are buried. So we will not say a Kaddish for her, but we do light a candle. We do think about her. We do place her in our hearts. And I'm going to now turn it over to Rob Mulein, who has a few words to share with us. Rob, if you unmute yourself, you can be heard.
Thank you, Rabbi. Last week, I had the pleasure of being on a webinar call with the Los Angeles Jewish Federation. Jay Sanderson of the Federation, who has been with us several times at our Monday check-ins, was interviewing Russell Goldsmith, who's the past CEO and the current chairman of the board of City National Bank and RBG Wealth Management. Mr. Goldsmith spoke about, that we as a society were experiencing simultaneously 6 seismic events that individually would be major events in our lifetime. The 6 are the COVID virus pandemic, the resultant sharp recession and the economic instability, climate change that has resulted in the tinderbox conditions leading to our horrendous West Coast fires, the racial justice recognition brought on by the murder of George Floyd this past spring, the extreme political polarization of our nation and the upcoming presidential election, and the healthcare crisis and homelessness crisis. Again, each of these alone would be major seismic events, and yet we are facing all 6 at the same time. And last night, as the rabbi has mentioned, we learned of the death of the Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsberg, the notorious RBG. I would contend that we now are facing 7 major seismic events with the addition of this new vacancy on the Supreme Court. And the loss, especially for women, women's rights, and equal rights for all of this giant. May she rest in peace. And at a time when so many wonder, how am I going to get through these times? How am I and my family going to survive? How do I contend with the heavy weight that I'm carrying? How do I keep myself and my family emotionally strong? I would proclaim that what we have witnessed last night and today with these absolutely wonderful and meaningful Rosh Hashanah services is the answer. Rosh Hashanah is a new beginning, the celebration of a new year. Temple Kol Tikva is a beacon of hope that is here for you all, and with all of our support, we'll be here in the future to help soothe our psyches and show us the way forward. Rabbi John, Cantor Noah, Lorene Waterman, Samantha Duenas, Sam Klein, Karen Friedman, and Jessica Dischel. Thank you on behalf of your community, our community, for your dedication and wisdom that provide all of us hope. You guide and counsel us, sing melodies that touch our heart and souls, provide the innumerable tasks that keep us together, and you all are technological wizards. Another person who has been a great friend of Kol Tikva is a Congressman, Brad Sherman. Let's listen to a greeting from Congressman Sherman, and then come on back. I want to introduce the board.
Hello, I'm Congressman Brad Sherman from America's best named city, Sherman Oaks, wishing all who are watching and praying today, Shana Tova Umatuka, a happy and healthy and sweet new year. Though physically apart, we are spiritually united by the clarion call of the shofar, whose blast is heard all over the world, and particularly loudly here in the San Fernando Valley. I'm optimistic for the new year, 5781, because I've seen the best of people in 5780. Valley residents form lines around the block to donate food at our multiple food pantries. People don masks and protective equipment to perform their wellness checks on neighbors, and they rose to action for meaningful change to our society, a society that still does not treat all people equally. Our government must do everything in its power to assist those who are facing the multiple crises of the pandemic, economic depression, and systemic racism. Please know that my constituent service office stands ready to help if you need assistance with issues that have come up due to this pandemic, such as the stimulus payments, unemployment benefits, or small business loans. In addition to the other ways we help people year in and year out, dealing with other federal agencies such as the VA, Social Security, Immigration, and the IRS. I've been involved with Kol Tikva in so many ways this year, and I wish I could be praying with you in person today. I want to thank Rabbi John for helping to turn our homes on this holy day into our own personal Beis Knessets, where we can connect with God and continue our people's traditions. Hag Sameach and Shana Tova. I'm Brad Sherman.
And I wanted to express our thanks to the congressman and all of our elected officials who have done so much for our community, who have appeared on our Monday Zooms and are there for our help. We've got a number of board people, trustees with us. And as I recite your name, if you're with us, please say hello so that your space will open up and people will be able to identify you. Our executive vice president, who will be assuming presidency in July 2021 after my term, is Laura Rabney.
Look at all this stuff, Mom.
Our immediate past president is Carol Fisher.
Hello, Shana Tova.
Our adult education trustee is Erfan Marks.
Erfan.
Lisa Sage is with us for our diversity and inclusion. Vice President, Budget and Finance is Richard.
Rob, unmute yourself so we could hear you. I think it was muted by accident.
Thank you so much. Not sure when I was muted, but I'll recite some names again. Erfan Marks of Adult Education, Lisa Sage in Diversity, Richard Proper, Vice President, Budget and Finance, and our parliamentarian. Melissa Shanken Saunders is our Vice President of Development. Tina Dagan is our Vice President of Rituals and has done just such a wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you, Tina, throughout these services and helping to make everything possible. Rob Glucroft is our Vice President of Administration. Lindsay Haynes, Vice President of Education. In religious school, the board trustee at large is Liz Newman. Roland Menschel has been assisting us as our trustee for the Early Childhood Center. We look forward to its return. Secretary this year and a wonderful member of our Kol Tikva choir, Karen Nyberg. Nicole Kerner has been with us on hospitality community events. We all look forward to hospitality and community events together again sometime soon. Doug Heller has been participating so strongly in our finance committees, long-range planning, and Kim Sparrow has been with us for social action. Thank you all for your service. We look forward to the conclusion of a wonderful calendar year and the remainder of our fiscal year. Shana Tova to one and all. Stay strong, healthy, and may this be a meaningful year filled with many simchas to us all. Rabbi John, back to you. Mute yourself. John, you're muted.
I'm good. My apologies. I unmuted everyone when Rob was trying to announce the board members so they could all speak out and be seen, but that created too much noise and then I had to remute. So once again, a slight technical problem, hence the reason why most of our services are pre-recorded right now. I want to wish everyone a Shana Tova. Shana Tova Umetuka. May you have a truly sweet new year. I am going to unmute everyone again, and you can all say Shana Tova to everyone. Unmuting is a two-step process. I first do it for you, and then you have to do it for yourself. We look forward to seeing you at 1:30 if you're coming back for the top service. If not, we will see you Friday night. We'll see you at our sanctuary,